great. So thank you everyone for joining. And once again, I'm very sorry, I won't take up too much time. But basically the generalist stream, this is where candidates are very lucky that they only need to apply for one graduate program for a multiple selection of agencies that are participating for our government departments, agencies and Commonwealth entities. The generalist stream certainly provides that unique foundation of multiple valuable skills and experience throughout the generalist stream through all the agencies participating, and working alongside some really great dedicated supervisors and people to help you through it all. So let's just go to that slide there. So I've just outlined what all of that entails as part of the generalist stream. I'll just quickly go to the key dates as well. So what we've done is we've kept it very high level. So we don't have any specific dates so that we can work through this process each day as it comes. But essentially our applications are open now, and we'd love to see all of your fantastic applications with your desires and reasons and wants for working in the public service in a generalist program. The applications close at 11:30 p.m. on the 7th of April. So please don't leave it to the last minute. We want to get all of those applications in. And then
Megan, just waiting on just on the last minute thing. If you can just click on Start Slideshow, just so it sort of expands the screen for students to be able to read. There's a little icon there that hopefully might expand that, make it a bit easier for everyone to.
I can't seem to allow. Oh, I don't know what's going on here, Jeff. Technology and Megan do not mix. I apologize to everyone.
Should be able to double click that Microsoft PowerPoint.
All of this information is available in the candidate information guide. So if any candidates do have any questions, how about if I
Megan,
stop
at the
sharing
top of the
and I
site,
can just talk to everyone?
At the top of the site, you should just be able to pull up your slideshow and press share screen again, and don't worry about expanding it. It's just so to make it easier for students to review your content.
Okay. I might just talk. I don't want to take up too much time. I know we don't have a lot of time for the other streams. So I'll just quickly go through. All of this information is available in the candidate information guide. So I'd recommend all candidates have a look at that. It is available through the jobs portal as well as on the finance website under the careers graduate program. The main point that I wanted to point out is that Department of Finance is leading this recruitment process. But I don't want candidates to get confused between the generalist stream and finance graduate program. So you will see emails from finance or from financejobs@nga.net.au. So it can get a little bit confusing. So we just want to make sure that our candidates are aware that that's where their notifications will come from for the generalist stream. But all the information is available in those candidate information guides and the contact details as well. The qualifications that are being sought for the generalist stream is really a multiple list of disciplines. We take all sorts of graduates from arts degrees, laws, policy, sciences, humanities, international relations, media communications, and accounting. So any graduates with those specific disciplines are all encouraged to apply. Essentially, candidates are working on, policy programs, that kind of environment, those sorts of roles.
It's just a question there.
There's a question there about
Megan.
health science.
I was just going to ask,
So
is one application enough to be considered for all participating departments?
Yes, that's right. So for all participating agencies, they are assisting with this recruitment process, which is great. Most of the agencies will be able to see candidates. So it means process. We have different stages in the process, which includes the application, online assessment. There is a video interview, which will include a written element, as well as another online assessment, which is a short assessment for emotional and behavioural intelligence, and then the assessment centre, which will all be virtual. Are there any other questions there, Jeff? Is there anything that I've missed for the candidates?
Application details, I think. I think generally students are always interested in dates, so they don't miss out, and a destination on where to go to apply.
Yep, absolutely. So to apply for the graduate program for the Generalist stream, you need to go to finance.gov.au to the careers page to the graduate program. In there, you will find a link for apply now. They're open now, Tuesday the 9th of March until Wednesday the 7th of April at 11:30 p.m. You just need to start your application and fill out some of your personal details on that application, which will include your education, some employment, diversity questions, and there is just the one question that you need to respond to. It's 500 words maximum limit, and it's just asking about why do you want to work in the public service? What do you want to get out of a generalist stream graduate program? So I'd recommend you preview that application before you get started to understand the information that is required, and just work through that application. You can start it and stop and then go back to it later. I'd also recommend you complete the response to your question in a Word document and then copy that across. Sometimes the formatting doesn't work out, so you need to be a bit careful with that. But make sure you look at submitting your application no later than 11:30 p.m. on Wednesday the 7th.
Yeah, don't leave to the last second.
I'll just have a look at. Don't leave it to the last minute. That's right. It's very important.
I wonder, Megan, if you're able to dig up that application link that you spoke of, just to drop it in the chat room for students to make it easy for them to find.
Sure. Yes, great. I can certainly, as we work through it.
Chris Hayes, what a gent! You've just shared that, I think, with the whole team there on the Slack, on the Zoom chat. It's great.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. But that's where you'll find all the information. The candidate information guide has got a lot of information. We tried to provide as much information as possible to our candidates. It's got the information in there about the recruitment process. There are tips for completing your application, the capabilities we are assessing for generalist graduates, talks about the video interview and what could possibly be expected from the assessment centre. Obviously, we don't have specific dates at this point, but we are working through the dates that are outlined through the generalist, through the candidate information guide as best we can. Just looking through, you do need to, sorry, Jeff?
I was just going to ask about disciplines of study.
Yep.
And it's a broad discipline.
So the disciplines.
Yep.
Yes, it really is a very broad discipline. We do encourage graduates of all disciplines to apply, because while some agencies and some roles may have specific disciplines required, so as an example, for the Department of Finance, we do look for candidates with all disciplines and accounting graduates. So that's just as an example of what we would be looking for. But there are other agencies that are certainly looking for different disciplines. You would have, off the top of my head, I'm sorry, I can't bring one to mind, but certainly all disciplines are encouraged from laws to in APS, and what work you will be working on, and the programs and the policy and everything that you will do and participate within this program. So we do encourage graduates, as part of the eligibility, you must have completed that level 7 qualification, which is a bachelor's degree, but we have had many graduates come through with PhDs and masters, as long as you still cover off that eligibility requirement. We do ask that there is an eligibility requirement of the security clearance, which most agencies will be seeking a baseline clearance to be able to be eligible for those graduate programs. I'll just answer a question here. Given that one application is shared with multiple agencies, could you articulate what overarching skills are ideal to progress through the generalist stream? That's where I would point you back to the candidate information guide, where there are the capabilities that we are assessing. So those capabilities, there's a multiple range of capabilities that we do sort of seek for graduate programs. But for the generalist stream, this is just an outline of some of those capabilities we are assessing. So I'd recommend you have a look and a read through that and use that as part of your application process and as part of your assessment throughout the stages. Definitely the research and analysis is a big one, because if you want a job in the APS, we'd like you to have some knowledge about it. Do your research, see what some of the priorities are that are going on around the APS at the moment. In some of the agencies that are participating, it's really helpful to have that background knowledge to start with.
And Megan, where can we get hold of that document, please, that resource? Are you able to share that as a link on this channel here, or?
I'll see if I can. It's definitely in the link that our lovely candidate put onto, or that was put onto the chat function for the graduate program, for the applications.
Yes, thank you.
It's right
well
there.
Done.
So thank you so much.
Thanks, team.
You guys are amazing. Yep.
And
that candidate information guide has information you need.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Megan, and appreciate everyone's tolerance and having us fix the tech issues at the start and a bit of a chop and change in the order of events today. But thanks very, very much for being here. And I'm sorry we didn't quite get everyone's questions. However, I can see how keen everyone is to get more information. So we do have the actual broader virtual event happening right now for the Australian Government Graduate Program, Careers Fair. And that can be found back to the original link where you access this event itself in the AGGP website. I'm going to just pop that in the link here as well. There's a bit of just got a comment here, it does have the link, hasn't it? Yeah, I've got that there, beauty. You can see, team, the link there, which takes you back to the original site. Yeah, I really appreciate you being here, and thanks again for your tolerance and commitment in terms of asking questions. It's great to see so many keen students. Now you can go in and actually speak to direct employers individually within a Zoom room and ask really thorough questions about that as well. And also research employers and government departments that are most interesting by checking out their further content. Megan, have you got anything else to say?
No, that's really great.
Terrific.